Hi, and a massive welcome today to Jason, our special guest, to end the week on a Friday with a little bit of fun. So Jason is a multi-award winning close-up magician, globally known for his TV performances and being mentored by none other than Paul Daniels. Jason's performed to organisations globally, including Man United, Manchester City, and even EasyJet. I am not going to bore you, and Sharon and Ben aren't either, because I know you'll just want to see Jason perform. So a bit of a different setup today. We're now going to jump off and enjoy the performance remotely as Jason takes over. Thank you, Jason.
So, good afternoon, everyone. And thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. For the next 20-30 minutes or so, we're going to do some interactive close-up magic. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the magic that I've got for you this afternoon.
Oh my God!
So let's get started. As I always like to start off all my performances with a little bit of origami. I use 2 pieces of paper like so. I'm going to give these a little squeeze, and I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can see. Can you sort of tell what that looks like at first glance, anyone? Maybe looking a little bit tricky. If I get a little bit of heat for this, all we've got to do is squeeze, and we can change into a little lollipop, just like so. I have been making these all morning, actually, to be fair, so I'll add it to the collection, and we'll get these out to you somewhere along the line. I think it'd be quite nice to do. Now, I'm going to show you something that's quite interesting. Apparently, this is the world's oldest magic trick. I don't know whether it's true or not, but apparently that's what they say. You may have heard of this before. It's the famous 3 cups and 3 balls. Unfortunately, due to the times that we're in, I am on a budget, so now it becomes 1 cup, okay, and it becomes 1 ball as well. But hopefully the principle still remains the same. I'm going to bring the camera down here so you can see everything that I'm doing. It uses a cup and a ball. And first of all, let's understand how this works. You see, if I take the ball and give it a little squeeze in my hand like so, we should be able to just completely make the ball vanish. Of course, it doesn't vanish really, it just basically makes it jump and land invisibly under the cup. But if we put the cup down, press it on top and tap, hopefully we get it to appear under the cup like so. Now I can do this in my pocket as well, just as easily. So I take the ball and place it in my pocket. Now you know that the ball is going in my pocket, but hopefully a snap of the fingers, and you may have just seen it jump under the cup again. Perhaps the speed was a little bit quick, so one more time, it really goes in my pocket, 1 snap of the fingers, and again it makes it jump. Oh, hold on a minute, snap again, that's what it takes to make it jump under the cup again. Now, people say that the cup must have a hole in, and indeed it does, but if you find the right spot, the ball will travel all the way through. But if you don't find the right spot, then nothing happens. And now I'm going to teach you how it works. Very, very easy to do. You need 1 cup, you need 1 ball, and you need a jacket with quite long sleeves for this to work. All you've got to do is take the ball and place it inside of your pocket. Now, this is a little sneaky bit. Okay? Because all that happens is when the ball goes in my pocket, I flip the ball. Now the ball, it sounds ridiculous, but the ball actually physically shoots up my sleeve, okay? It's going to shoot up my sleeve, so I've got to put the cup down to catch the ball. It goes up the sleeve, across the shoulder, down the side, and lands under the cup like so. But you've got to be careful when you do it, because if you flick it too hard, it's a different trick. Why is it a different trick? Because then you end up with a bigger ball completely, no idea where it comes from, and that is the famous 3 cups and 3 balls on a budget. However, I must admit, some people say to me, oh, I know how this works. He must have more than one ball. Well, actually, it's very, very true. I do have an extra ball, but that's the one that we've got under the cup there as well. 2 for the price of 1. Perfect every time. And if I'm honest with you, it's not the first one that gets me. It's not really the second one that gets me. It's the golf ball that gets me. No idea where that comes from. They don't even fit. And that is the famous 3 cups and 3 balls on a budget. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to be back a little bit for this, okay? And it's always nice to do a little bit of card magic for you as well here. I've got something a little bit different to show you. I'm going to use a deck of playing cards. These are all different as well. And basically, all we've got to do is we go 1, 2, 3, 4, give a riffle, and then we get an ace to appear. Okay, that's going to be ace number 1. I'll try that again. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to give them 1 cut here, and then a second cut, and we should get the ace of clubs. Another little cut over here like so, and a slip, and we get the ace of diamonds. And then as for the last ace, another cut here, 1 little slip, and then we get the ace of spades like so. Not bad. However, to make this interesting, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring these back just a little bit so you can see them. I'm going to use 3 cards, okay, on each of these, just like so. I hope you can see that, okay. And we don't even need the rest of the cards for this, to be fair. Now, does anybody know, just out of interest, which tends to be the leader out of all of the aces? Anybody have any ideas? They would normally say that it is the ace of spades, okay, which is going to be the leader ace for this, okay. So what we'll do is we'll leave the ace of spades just off to one side. In fact, sorry, I'll leave it in view so you can actually still see it. And I'll leave it just there for a second. And it's the other 3 aces that we're going to concentrate on just for a second. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's start off with the first ace. This is going to be the ace of hearts. This happens quite quick, but I'll do my best to make it fair. We've got the 9 of hearts, we've got the queen of clubs, we've got the 4 of spades, but 1 rub, 1 snap makes the ace completely vanish. Gone. Let me try that again. It was pretty quick. Let's try it with the second ace. This is going to be the ace of clubs. Watch it carefully. All we do is give it a little rub here, and it's gone. That's the 3 and the 7. We've got the 2 and the 10, and no ace whatsoever. Let's come to the third ace, but to make it fair, so you can all see exactly what's going on, I'm actually going to try this by doing it face up. It's the ace of diamonds. Third from the top, all we do is give a little shake, and that was it. And hopefully, if it's worked, it's now completely gone. We've got the 10 of hearts, we've got the 8 of clubs, 7 of hearts, and the king of spades, but no ace whatsoever. And now we come to the final ace, which is, of course, going to be the ace of spades. It's been on the table from the very beginning, but what's strange about this is how we now have the ace of spades, followed by the ace of hearts, followed by the ace of clubs, and now followed by the ace of diamonds. A perfect 4 of a kind. Now, it always tends to be, always people say to me, which is my favourite ace, and I'm not going to lie, it would be the ace of spades, so I leave the ace of spades on the table. I have another ace of spades there as well. That leaves me 2 cards left. I've got an ace of spades there and another ace of spades there. Almost looks like we've got 1 ace of spades, 2 aces of spades, 3 aces of spades, and 4, but 1 snap, that's all it takes to get the ace of spades, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, and you guessed it, the ace of diamonds. A perfect 4 of a kind. Thank you very much. Let me bring back these. In fact, can I ask, can we unmute one of you just for a second? I don't mind who we go for. Shall we go with Sharon? Would you help me out with this, Sharon?
Yes, I will.
Sharon, I've got a deck of playing cards here, and as you can see, they're all different anyway. I mean, it is pretty fair. Sharon, what I'm going to get you to do is I go through the cards, just shout stop for me, okay?
Okay, stop.
Okay, I'm going to leave that card off just to one side, and I'm going to let the camera see that one there. Can you see it, Sharon?
I can.
Okay, I'm going to be as fair and as slow as I can to find the 7 of spades. Watch, I leave it in the pack, I give the cards a cut, and another cut, and that's all it takes, okay? I have a pen here as well. If I tap, that's all it takes, and you should see that 1 card and 1 card only starts to change. And I don't know if you can see what I see there. Do you see the red card there, Sarah? It's only 1 card and 1 card only, and it should look exactly like the 7 of spades. I am feeling pretty lucky, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to repeat the trick if that's all right with you, okay? So what I want you to do, Sharon, anytime you get the urge as I riffle down the edge, just shout stop.
Stop.
Just there, okay? And what I want to do, I'm going to leave the card off to one side again. I'm going to let you have a look at it. Can you see that card?
I can.
and it is the Jack of Diamonds. Okay, what we do again, look, Sharon, is the same thing. We leave the Jack of Diamonds in the pack. We cut them once. We take the pen. We tap, and that's all it takes to get one card to change colour. One card and one card only changes colour, and it should be the Jack of. Oops, have I gone past it? One card changes colour, and it should be the Jack of. Oh, sorry, hold on. We may have to do this one again. That's really weird. The only red card I see is the one on the table, but I'm not sure if this will have worked because now it looks exactly like the Jack of Diamonds.
Brilliant.
Oh, and you thought I'd gone wrong then, didn't you, Sharon? Sharon, I don't normally repeat this 3 times in a row, but I'm going to be honest with you. I am feeling very, very lucky today. So, Sharon, one last time as I run through the cards, just shout stop.
Stop.
Just now, okay? I'm going to leave it off to one side again. Sharon, it could have been absolutely any card. I had no idea, just by looking through the cards here, that was going to be the 4 of clubs. But, of course, it should be if it's worked. 4 of clubs. But look, I'm going to make this so fair, so slow. I'm going to cut the cards once, leave the 4 of clubs in the middle, place the rest of the cards on the top. I'm going to first of all show you that there's no red card in the pack. Is that fair so far, Sharon?
It is.
This is incredible because look, all I do is I take the pen, I tap. That's all it takes for one card and one card only to change colour. It looks like magic, the 4 of clubs. Oh, did you see it there, Sharon? Sorry, hold on. There it goes. Did you see it change there, Sharon?
No.
Did you not catch it? Oh, sorry, hold on. It was the 4 of clubs, wasn't it, Sharon? Is that right?
Yeah.
You know what's happened? It's not the cards that have changed, Sharon. It's the pen. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm going to do this very, very slowly. I'm going to take the lid off the pen. I'm going to show you that the pen turns to a card, not just any card. It looks exactly like the 4 of clubs.
Fantastic.
Wow, my God, that worked. Let me tell you, I was panicking then. And then the best bit, if you want to find the 4 of clubs, all we've got to do is snap one card and one card only jumps in my pocket over here, and it should look, snap, make them all go, except for one card and one card only, and it looks exactly like the 4 of clubs. Perfect every time.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you what, let's do something that you can try at home. I'm going to bring the camera up just for a second here. You can do this at home, very, very easy to do. Anybody can do this, and you just need a few objects, okay? So get yourself a small bottle like so. I'm going to use a small Schweppes tonic water. It is completely empty, I think you'll agree. I'm going to use a 5p piece, first of all, which I'm going to leave inside of the bottle, okay? And that really goes in. And then I'm going to use a 2p piece as well. Now, always double check to make sure that the 2p won't go inside the bottle. Otherwise, well, it's a funny bottle if it does. But what I've got here as well is a cork, and I'm going to cork up the bottle. So you can see that the 5p can't get out. There's no way. And of course, the 2p piece can't get in. And that really is as fair as I can be. Watch this very, very carefully because we go 1, 2, 3. And hopefully you may just be able to see that the 5p piece and the 2p are both inside of the bottle, just like so. Now, of course, you will find, if I take the cork off for this, that the 5p piece will, of course, fall out, but the 2p will remain inside of the bottle. There's 2 ways I can get it out. The first way is obviously to break the bottle, which I don't want to do. Or we can do something called the shake and twist. Okay, it's always nice to do this. All we do is we shake and twist, and that is how you get a coin out of a bottle, just like so. And that is all there is to it. Try it yourself. 1 bottle, 2 coins in a bottle, as easy as that. Thank you very much. Now, can I ask, let's see who else we can get to help me. Ben, are you there, Ben?
I am indeed.
Ben, I'd like your help with something if you don't mind. Okay, I've never done this before in my life, to be honest with you. So if it doesn't quite work out, I apologise. I have got a little prediction here of this effect that I'm about to do for you. So hopefully this will work really well. Ben, I've got a deck of playing cards. I will let you see that they are all different. Does that look about fair so far?
Very much so.
Looks pretty fair, doesn't it? Yeah. And if this works, this would be great. And the idea is, Ben, as I riffle down the edge, just shout stop whenever you get the urge. It doesn't matter when you say.
Stop.
Just okay, not the one I can see. Have a look at it, then. I'm going to turn away so I don't get a chance to have a look at it.
Got it.
You've got it, yeah? And I'm going to leave it in there. Now, Ben, if this has worked, this would be incredible. You've picked a playing card. It was a random card, and I'm about 90% sure that I've got this right. Ben, I think I've got it. This will be great, especially because we're live. The card that you selected was indeed the Ace of Spades.
No.
Was it Ace of Spades? Was it not?
Nope.
Okay, don't worry, Ben. We are live. It was a black card, though, wasn't it? It was a spade, wasn't it, Ben? Is that right?
Nope.
Sorry. It was a club.
Nope.
I'm so sorry. This is totally gone wrong. Was it a red card, Ben?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. It was a red card. It was a heart.
Nope.
Shaped more like a diamond.
Certainly was.
I've got it. Sorry, it was the Ace of.
Nope.
Sorry, was it a Jack, King, or Queen?
Nope.
Sorry, I need to do this again. I'm so sorry. That is the Ace of Spades. Genuinely, I thought that was the one that you'd gone for. I'm so sorry. Ben, just keep thinking of the card in your mind for me. I don't think you can tell by the image. It looks like a deck of playing cards. Would you agree with that?
I would.
Keep thinking of the card in your mind, Ben, because hopefully if this works, one card and one card only starts to rise, and hopefully it should look like the card, the 3 of diamonds.
That is amazing.
Is that the one, Ben?
That is amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Now we've got to, of course, find the 3 of diamonds. So I'm going to bring the camera down just for a second. A couple of ways we can find it, Ben. If I give the cards a few puts here and here and here and here, let's use a brand new card, something more like the 5 of clubs. All we have to do is take the 5, squeeze it through the pack, snap the fingers, and it changes into the 3 of diamonds, just like so. That was pretty quick, I must admit, so I can do it a little bit slower for you. We can leave the 3 of diamonds in. And Ben, if you will, give me a number between, say, 1 and 5, any number that you want.
2.
2. So we cut them once and twice, one card off to one side. You could have said any number, you went for 2, and of course it's now the 3 of diamonds again. But of course, I can up the ante a little bit if you like. Let's see what cards I've got in here. Let's use the Ace of Spades. And if we've got and the Ace of Clubs, this will be perfect. 3 of diamonds, Ben, it really goes in about halfway down. Does that look fair?
Yes.
You're really watching as well. You've not blinked once. This is good. 7 of Spades on the top. I've got the 9 of Hearts on the bottom. But all we do is we take the Ace of Spades, the Ace of Clubs. We do this. We riffle down the edge, catch one card in between, and it should look again like the 3 of.
Brilliant.
Wow. Do you know, I'm feeling really lucky. And because that worked, Ben, actually, I don't know if I can do this, but can we just try and do a little bit of mind reading? Is that all right with you?
Virtual mind reading.
Virtual mind reading. I mean, I don't even know if this will work, but hey, we'll give it a whirl. It's always fun to do. I've got my mobile phone here, and I'm just going to unlock it. Ben, what I want you to do is give me a number between, say, 1 and 100, any number that you want.
45.
Number 45. Are you sure you want 45?
Yep.
Let me have with that one. I'm going to do this really slowly. Like if I find my, where are we? I'm going to find my notes. There they are. And I'm going to come really, really close. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the screen. Can you see those?
Yes, got that.
Can you see the top one? It says celebrities. The second one says shopping list.
Yeah.
That's the one that we're going to look at today. We're going to have a look at the shopping list, okay? And you should see here, I've got, let me come a little bit closer. Can you see I've got all these items on there?
That's a nice shopping list.
It's not bad, is it? Let's scroll down to number 45, and I'll try and get it in view so you can see this. It's just next to my my little finger. Let me just bring this around. It's just about here. Can you see what it says at number 45?
Ooh, not quite.
Let me come a little bit closer. Can you see it there, Ben?
Ooh, not quite. What's?
Let me bring it. You might be able to see it a little bit easier if I do it. If I bring it down so it's a little bit darker. Let me try and get it close. I mean, I will read it off if you.
Oh, there we are. Potatoes.
Is that what it says? Potatoes. Yeah. Now, if you'd have gone for number 42, you'd have gone for bananas. If you'd have gone for number 48, you'd have gone for a lime. But you went for number 45, Ben. Is that fair?
Very fair.
This is unbelievable. If this has worked, I'm just going to bring this camera back up here for a second so you can see me. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out of my notes here for a second and lock my phone. On the back of my phone here, I've got a business card. Okay, but what's really strange about this, I'm going to do this in full view so you know I'm not adding anything or switching anything in or anything like that. I'm going to take my case off, and I have a business card. There's only one business card as well, which I think is fair to say. And hopefully, Ben, what you will see is my prediction looks exactly like.
Oh.
Well, I never. I can't believe that word, Ben. And Ben, this is good for you.
Brilliant.
If I use a couple of pieces of paper here, like so, a bit tricky this, Ben. Can you tell what that looks like at first glance? You get a bit of paper. I can't make a bag, but I can make one, and that is a potato, just for you, Ben.
Woo-hoo.
Perfect. However, I am going to up the ante. And so, Sarah, can I borrow you for this one?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sarah, I mean, I can't believe that worked with the potato. I'm not even going to lie. It was totally random, that. Sarah, the number 45 was what was chosen at the beginning. What number would you have gone for, Sarah, if you'd have named a number as well?
14.
Number 14, okay. Let's go back onto my notes over here. And I've got, I'll bring the camera down so you can see. I've got these celebrities this time. And let me just bring this down so you'll be able to see it a little bit clearer. Can you see who's at number 14 there, Sarah? Let me just bring that a little bit closer so you can see.
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry. Oh, that's sort of
Yeah.
and been in the news recently as well, I think, hasn't he, Prince Harry, for many things. If this works, this will be incredible. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Prince Harry. Sarah, I've got a piece of paper. Is that fair so far?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've got some scissors here as well. I'll let you have a look at the scissors. Is that fair as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you a fan of Prince Harry?
Yeah, he's a good guy, I think.
If this works, this will be really good because all we do is we fold once and fold twice, okay? And I'll see if we can do this for you lot. I'm going to try this for you lot. Prince Harry, here we go. Was here. Oh, and there, and here, and here. And just hopefully, if I can get this to work, it should look about right, just like so. Brilliant. That looks pretty fair. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess.
You're not convinced by this, are you, Sarah? Well, this will be great because, look, if I've cut right, in fact, just let me make a little change there on that side. I think this looks about right, though, to be fair. Okay, if this has worked out, this would be brilliant. Prince Harry was what you went for. He could have been any celebrity. And if I've cut right, what you should see is something that looks a little bit like Mr. Prince Harry.
Ah.
Oh my God. Wow.
Oh, tell you what, I am getting it. I can't believe this. I really can't. Perfect, Prince Harry.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Do you know, I think it's only fair for me to do this for you. I'm actually going to teach you how to do a magic trick. Okay, this will be great, this. And I love teaching magic. It's always fun to do. This is really, really easy. Anybody can do this. And so you will like it, I'm sure. So basically what you need to do is get yourself a napkin, a tissue, a silk, anything that you want. And basically all you're going to do is just show it, okay, to the audience like so, okay? And we'll explain how it works in a second as well for you, so you know. But basically all you do is you put it in your hand, okay, like this. Okay, you get a little bit of dust, sprinkle it over the top, snap the fingers, and if it works, you can change it into a black 8 ball, just like so. And it's as easy as that. Not bad. Silk to black ball. Now I'm going to teach you how it works. You'll be able to try this this weekend. Works particularly well when you do it on camera like this, but it works just as well live, to be fair, if you're doing it in person. How it works is you just need a couple of bits and pieces, and the first being a magician's 8 ball. And what's a magician's 8 ball, I hear you ask? Well, a magician's 8 ball is a ball with a hole in, okay, like so, that the silk can fit inside, just like that. Okay, this doesn't have any weight to it. Okay, if you drop it on the table here, you probably won't hear that much. It's extremely light. It is just plastic, and then you need a silk as well. Okay, and basically the setup is very, very simple. You take the 8 ball and you place it in your pocket. and then you take the silk, and I either place it in my top pocket or I place it in my jacket pocket, wherever you want it to go, basically. It doesn't really matter. And whenever you're ready to start, all you basically do is say, I'm going to show you a miracle. You bring out a silk or a tissue or a napkin, whatever you want to use, and you show it to the audience just like so. Now, while it's being examined, while people are looking at it, casually, the right hand goes into the pocket and casually takes out the plastic ball and basically holds it in the hand just like this. Very important as well when you do this to try and be as natural as possible, because otherwise it does look a little bit suspicious if you hold in your hand like this. So I'll just do that again from the beginning. So you bring out the silk, like so. You get the ball ready in your hand, so I've got it in my hand ready. And then basically all you've got to do now is take the silk and place it inside of the 8 ball. Okay, like so. Try and be as fair as you can. I mean, you can be pretty fair anyway, to be fair. And then what I always do is I always say I'm going to get a little bit of dust or snap the fingers, get somebody to blow, and then you produce a black 8 ball just like so. And that is how you turn a silk into a black 8 ball. Now, I am going to teach you 1 or 2 things with this. I'm just going to bring the camera down a tad so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing here. These are the important parts that you need to remember when you do this trick. The first is make sure that you keep the ball moving, because otherwise, if people look closely enough, you will be able to tell that obviously it's not a real 8 ball, it's just plastic. Okay, so I always keep the ball moving as best as I can. Rule number 2, make sure you don't drop it because it doesn't weigh anything. It won't make a loud bang if you drop it, and obviously people will realize that it's not real. And the golden rule, the 3rd rule of all, whatever you do, don't flash the back, otherwise you will see the silk poking out. Okay, stuff like that. Make sure that you keep it moving nicely, and try and make sure that you tuck it all the way inside the ball and not leave it hanging out. I'll tell you a quick story actually. I did this at a wedding about 6 months ago for about 30 people. I produced the 8 ball. Everybody loved it. They went wild with applause. And then some guy came up behind me and he said, "Hey, what's that poking out the back of the ball?" And everyone saw that there was a silk hanging out of the back, and it kind of ruined the illusion, which is why I always constantly keep it quite close to me so you can't actually see what's going on. If you do get caught, I always say the same thing. Under no circumstances do you panic. Remember, you are a magician, so you are allowed to use a little bit of real magic when you need it. If anybody does catch you and says that they can see the silk, all you've got to do is get a little bit of heat, burn off the excess silk, and change it into a real 8 ball. Just like so. You can give it out for examination. They will find absolutely nothing. And that is how you change a silk to an 8 ball, just like so. Thank you very much. However, do you know what I will do to finish off? I will actually, genuinely, I will teach you a real magic trick, okay? Sarah, are you still there, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sarah, I've got a deck of playing cards, and all I want you to do in a loud, clear voice is name your favourite playing card, okay? You can have any card that you want to go with. The only thing I'll say to you is let's not make it an ace, because we have used a few aces today. But any card that you want to go for, I'll let you decide.
The Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts, one of my personal favourites. Any particular reasons why you went for the Queen of Hearts out of interest?
Because I like the film, which I'm going to say is Alice in Wonderland, but I thought, is that right, guys? It is Alice in Wonderland.
Perfect. To find the Queen of Hearts, all we have to do is use a new card, use something like the 5 of Hearts, leave the 5 of Hearts sticking out. All we do is this, and a snap, and hopefully we now should make it change into the Queen of Hearts like so. Not bad. Now, Sarah, I'm going to put your name on this, okay? But give me a random word as well, Sarah, that I can also put on this card.
Asparagus.
One that's easy to spell.
Okay. House.
House. Oh, I think I can get that one. Okay, I'll put house on this. Okay, so this is the Queen of Hearts. Sarah, it's got your name on there. Okay, I'll let you see that. And it's got the word house on there as well.
Yep.
Pretty fair, doesn't it? And I'll just drop the camera down a little bit more so you can see. This is how it all works. Basically, you leave the Queen of Hearts inside the pack like so. You can give the cards a few cuts and a few shuffles. You can do whatever you want to do. Basically, it's just proving that that card is genuinely lost inside of the pack. Okay, is that pretty fair?
Yep.
It's not bad. The card should not be on the top. Queen of Spades, though, it's not bad. And the card should not be on the bottom either. To find it instantly, all you've got to do is snap, and that makes one card rise, and it is indeed the Queen of Hearts signed.
Wow.
I'm going to leave the Queen of Hearts in one more time like so. All we do is snap, and that makes it rise again all by itself. And you know the best part, Sarah? You can even do this yourself, okay?
Okay.
The Queen of Hearts inside the pack, okay, about halfway down. I'm going to show you very, very cleanly that it won't be on top, and of course it will not be on the bottom either. Sarah, all you've got to do is snap your fingers for me. That was perfect.
Yeah.
I felt it happen. One card and one card only rises all by itself, and it still looks like the Queen of Hearts every single time. But I know what you're thinking. It's very, very difficult to keep up with because I'm using 52 playing cards and you've only got 2 eyes. So to make it a little bit easier, I'm going to eliminate about half the pack. I'm going to eliminate half, okay? So now you've got every chance to see exactly what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to mix the cards up one more time again. The principle is still the same. I mean, it's still not going to be on the top until you snap your fingers, and then it makes it jump to the top every single time. I can even do it a little bit slower. It really goes in, I really snap, and it still makes it rise every single time. And I can even do it right here on the table. We leave the Queen of Hearts on the table like so. We dribble all the other cards directly on top. We snap, and it jumps to the top every single time.
Unbelievable.
I know what you're thinking, Sarah. There must be some sort of sleight of hand involved. I must be doing something to manipulate the cards. So I want to make this absolutely, positively as fair as I can be, okay? So there's only one way of doing that, Sarah, and that is to use some of this. Are you familiar with rope, Sarah?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. This will be interesting. I'm going to wrap the deck, Sarah, with rope. Okay, now you know there is no way that I can do any sleight of hand whatsoever. Would you agree with that?
I would. Yeah. 100%.
110%. Okay, wrapped with rope. I'm going to let you see that there, right in front of your eyes. This is the deck of playing cards, completely wrapped. No way I can do any sleight of hand or any manipulation. That is the Queen of Hearts. I'm going to try and get it about halfway in the pack, give or take. Okay, does that look about fair?
Yeah. Looks about half.
I'm going to do this as fair and as slow as possible, okay? Now remember, Sarah, at this moment in time, I haven't cheated yet, okay? However, it's coming up. All we do is this, look, we push the Queen of Hearts in all the way. That really is in there. I hope you can see it. Still the Queen of Hearts, still halfway down in the pack. Okay, watch. Really, really fair. Really, really slow. The Queen of Hearts, okay? It really is in there. Watch. Sarah, all you've got to do is snap your fingers one more time. I felt it. I felt it. You'll have to take my word for it, but I actually felt it. The deck is wrapped with rope. The card was signed with your name on there and the word house, that was the word that you wanted to put on the deck. You saw it go in, and yet one card and one card only starts to rise all by itself. It looks exactly like the Queen of Hearts. It should be complete with your name and your word right across the face, and that is the mystery of the Queen of Hearts with Sarah and House. I thank you very much.
Amazing.
Wow, am I glad all that worked? Let me tell you, I got lucky. Listen, I want to say a massive, massive thank you for your time this afternoon. Genuinely, I hope you enjoyed my performance. Thank you so much for staying tuned and for watching me as well. Stay safe and take care of yourselves. Thank you very much indeed.